Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, welcome to another episode of Q&A. My name is Wilfred. I play the game talking about what's up with the game as well as just answer some of the questions that's been appearing in this channel or you asked for me. And also I'm playing with my friend right now, Clapton from NYC, I think from New York City. So it's right now it's about 12 midday of my time. So usually that is a time when I have when I'm able to play with my friends from the United States area. So I'm really happy about it. And also some of you have requested me to play Cable, and I'm more than happy to play a little bit of Cable just to sort of show him how he plays. I also re-gear him a little bit. And I'm going to also show you how what I've done to my Cable in just a bit. Now I burned my ultimate and totally unnecessary. Alright, so yeah, I mean I'm just like, again, this game is back to zero again. As you can see, it's all the loot and just like so many of them until I don't even know what to click anymore. I can't even see my brand new Carnage. I managed to well, right now it's the sales on Team Up. I'll talk a little bit on the Team Up, just a little bit. But I thought I'd take this opportunity to sort of get one of the Team Up that really impressed me, which is the Carnage. And check out my video on Carnage, and I've just done up a guide sort of on him. A lot of people asked for it, so I thought maybe I do one for you guys. And just pardon me while I'm like, man, I mean this is like back to the Marvel Heroes 2015 again. A lot of things to just click around, and it's just way too many stuff, the unnecessary clicks around it. I mean, when I play an ARPG, right, I want action. I do not want to click things. I do not want to spend too much time comparing items, which is what I do right now. And the UI is still bugged. When I compare item, I have to keep flickering the Alt key to see. And yeah, I mean the thing I just stack up together again is an old bug, so I have to click through all this junk in order to get the box inside. How cool is that, right? And so this game right now is very bugged. Like I always say, sometimes they fix something, they break something, and just a matter of yeah. I mean, you guys know already. You guys know the story already. So this is what it is. So I'm going to let me just head to somewhere safe to talk a little bit about what is happening. And let me just open this box again. I mean, all these things are it's crazy. And right now it's a lag, so you can't really see anything until now. And you have to manually spend a couple of seconds to half a minute to click through and run through all these things. Just to collect the loot, and I think it's just super silly in a sense. I really wish they change it somehow really fast soon. Okay, now today let's talk about a couple of things, and I know this is more a personal kind of series, because I think quite a number of you ask about what I do in real life and how my name come about and so on. My wife playing Marvel Hero and so on. So yeah, I mean, no, I'll just casually talk a little bit about it. I'm never quite comfortable talking about myself. I'm a lot more comfortable talking about game right now. So now, second week of anniversary, that again they bring in two events together. Unlike in the past, they have this big 10 kind of 10 event happening at the same time. We have the Well of the King County, which is one of my favorite in a sense, because I don't play. I mean, right now in this game, I only play Hightown Patrol, and there's nothing else I play because that's the best place to farm gear, as well as get generic gear, flags. A lot of. I mean, how many flags do you need? Yeah, maybe 59, 60. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of flags I need, right? So and flags are great. The artifact, I'll show you just a bit. I mean, you can reroll it rather easily. So it's one of my favorite, really right now, my favorite kind of artifact. But yeah, I mean, I don't play anything else other than Hightown these days. So so it's good that they bring in the Wealth of the King County, because ICP ring is also good. How many ICP ring do you need? Yeah, a lot, because for those pure damage type, you need them. It's quite a lot of pure damage type heroes, and you can just reroll rather easily. I think you can reroll a unique ring. So yeah, and the another is Cosmic Chaos, also one of my favorite, because the boss drop double loot, and I'm still hunting for the Sinister unique. So So it's great stuff for those who. I'll talk a little bit about the chaos stuff later, alright? Just not like, I just want to play the game while playing with you. And also great stuff here, Team Up and Pet Sale. I'll talk a little bit about Team Up, but if you want to buy Team Up, because I think Team Up you can redeem using Eternal Splinter, but it costs a lot. It costs as much as a hero. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense on, we pay for it. And then when you have a sale, 50%, it makes more sense because, just for a cup of coffee, you can get like a Team Up. So that for me, I'm fine. So I'll talk a little bit about Team Up just a bit. And also we have a tournament. The tournament is such that you have the, you can complete certain things and get points, and after that you get more kick size. And so after that, I think they have also changed the fact that they reduced the price for some of the kick items. So just take note, I feel bad for some of you who have spent the kicks for the last week's event, but I don't buy any of these things. I talk about it. I probably can talk a little bit more later, and that will be Danger Room tournament. So with that said, I would like to head back to the game and to just play the game while talking about all these things. Hostages. So who's doing hostages? So I've got like legendary done up. Thank you very much, my friend Clapton. Okay, get to the point. So Cable. Cable is one of my favorite actually. Not sure whether he's like everybody's cup of tea or not, but I certainly enjoy Cable a lot. He has a thing. I mean, I play him as no specialization. Some of you may have seen the guide. I've got a guide for Cable, like I think one melee, one for range, and one to range with specialization, and one is just without specialization. So I think quite a number of people are maybe at the other side, maybe here. No. Yeah, I'm trying to see where I think people are. I mean, right now people should be camping right here, unless I'm missing something. Where is my birthday kick kind of thing? I can't even see anything in this game. So I've actually wow, this is like Cable is actually taking quite a lot of hits right now. Where is the boss? Over here, I think. Not many people around. Okay, so that is the Sinister. Right. As for Cable, I've got like, wow, this is like really hurting me quite a fair bit. I'm more comfortable playing Magic in this kind of environment. It's just the way that they sort of like tune the game, or maybe I'm just like not too focused right now. And I think I've changed my Cable build to use the helmet as well as the flag. Wow, this is really nice roll, isn't it? I spent like millions of credit to do that. So these two are great because it's very easy to roll, and so I constantly upgrade my, as and when I have the gear, I upgrade the my heroes, and yeah, I mean that is the wow. What is this? This all crossbone is here as well. Okay, fine. I'm just like get the crossbone done as well, and the so I hope for those who has been asking if I could play Cable, you guys are happy to see that I'm indeed playing Cable. And just that, man, I think this event is the worst to do any streaming or gameplay, because it's just how much time I spend on looting and unboxing stuff is just unbelievable. There's nothing really exciting in the box some more. So just bear with me. I don't even pick up the some of this stuff like the like the insignia that I should. But then I just can't be bothered because just too many. This game is just they always take 2 steps forward and 1 step back instead, or 1 step forward and 2 steps back, maybe. I don't know. I'm more like optimistic. So that is the one, and the right now is Team Up. Where's my Team Up? Okay, my Team Up's over here. My Carnage, my beloved Carnage. So pick 1 point here, always 1 point here. And Astro is good stuff. So yeah, do check out my video on how many points to allocate on this Carnage thingy. And I do find him very hilarious. I always have a weak soft spot for heroes that look really ugly in a sense. Where is my Carnage really? Do you see my Carnage? Yeah, it's okay. Over here. Okay, so that is it. And yeah, Team Up. Should you be getting Team Up and and so on? I don't know. I think it is a very personal choice. I see Team Up as just a pet. It's a follower. How many do you need the Team Up for? I don't really think I need that many Team Up. you know, because to me it's just a pet, and most of the time like now, I mean, I can't really like, you know, I can't really see what the team up's doing. And guess what? This whole thing, you know, the UI bug is still on. It's still blocking the UI, and they still haven't fixed it yet. Oh man, this is like, you know, it's not helping in my video here. So, man, I tell what I should do. I should. Oh man, what can I do? What can I do to remove this this thing here? So okay, I tell you what. Let me just like you know, I'll pause this recording. After I get rid of this, I have to relog again. And again, a lot of like things to loot. I don't even know whether this is a good time to talk about anything in this game right now, because it's crazy, insane. I don't know. And then sometimes I really wonder if Gazillion people really playing this game with all these things blocking and all. Are they really happy with how the game is like? Interesting. So that is the. I think after Tombstone, I'll restart the recording again. All right. So yeah, I mean, back to the team up is that I think they're a nice pair. I think there's only a few team up that you need, and those team up are free. If you are looking for full passive team up, you know, the Agent Carlson is actually pretty decent for any generic heroes. And the then for the shield agent, you get the summoner cover as well. So what else do you need? You get summoner cover. You got, you know, all are free, and you got the non-summoner cover as the Agent Carlson. So it's shield agent, Agent Carlson. You cover every heroes as a generic kind of like, you know, thing. Passive, full passive. So I'm talking about this whole entire full passive here. If you guys can see, it's this one here, right? So I mean, do you need special team up for each one of them? You know, maybe you do. Sometimes I do use different team up for different like hero as a full passive in raid. But is it a must? I wouldn't say so. So to me, a team up is something that you should enjoy seeing. So visual effect to me is very important. I am actually I mean, the whole reason why I get Carnage is that I kind of impressed with his visual effect. But the unfortunate thing is that in this game you can't really see anything. So what's the point really? Okay, where is my kick slide? You know, I can't even see my buff somewhere. Come on guys, help me out here. Where is my? Oh no, this is just Worldstone. Is it? No, I'm still not getting it. Okay, I got it, and I got like even more loot to collect. So I tell you what, let me just like pause this recording right now here, sort out my inventory, and then after that I'll come back to the game in just a bit. Alright, stay with me. Okay, so let me continue recording this video. Got rid of the UI bug. And there has been talk about I don't know whether you guys have paid attention to have read about in the forum or not, but there has been okay. Let me just get rid of this guy first. So there's been a talk about team up synergy. You know, it works something like, well, I mean, they're trying to ask for feedback, and the idea works something very much like the hero synergy. So the more hero you have, the more powerful, you know, your whatever becomes, your hero become or whatnot. So I think what they are still struggling right now is to gather feedback on whether team up should make the heroes more powerful, whether team up should be just benefiting team up, or should it be a cap, as in like, you know, how many team up synergy can you activate at one point, like, you know, like for example the hero synergy you can only activate 10, so should the same apply to team up? Now, my personal feeling is that I think Gazillion is trying to use team up as extra revenue, try to drive that end, because I personally do not feel compelled to unlock team up, because to me they are just a pet, and most of the time I don't really see what they're doing. I don't really get to play as per se, just a follower. So I mean, even as a follower, I reckon it's a kind of expensive, you know, for a couple of dollars. I mean, full price is, you're talking about you know, $7 or so for a team up, and it's quite a fair bit of money. $7 sometimes, or $10. You can $7. I think you can get like you know, like a DLC, a game, or some of the game in discount, you know. So so that's how I feel about the whole thing, is that I think they realized that team up probably not selling as good as the. Wow, let me just focus a little bit here. I think they sort of like recognize that team up is probably not selling as good as the as heroes, and I mean it does take money to produce them. Maybe Marvel is like taking a cut on that as well, and I understand. So I think they need to drive revenue somewhere, and team up is probably one of their cash cow if they do it right, which I hope they don't really do it too well, in the sense that I don't really feel compelled to like unlock team up at all. I don't want to be like if I want my hero to be more powerful, I have to I have no choice but to unlock team up, because otherwise my hero would be lacking in some sense. Wow, I can't even loot anything in this game, man. Seriously, what can I do? I just want to loot stuff, man. I can't. I can't. Oh man, this game is just so annoying sometimes. Can't loot that. So I think in a sense, for heroes, for those some of you who've been playing like this game for a while, hero synergy is actually insane in terms of the amount of buff that you get, a flat percentage of crits, which they can't regret in some sense, but I don't think they really regret it, because I think it just make it so good that everybody will. If you're long term with this game, everybody will have a Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, as well as the Star Lord, right? Because that's how you get the how you get the crit flat damage, and you get a Cable, you get a Wolverine, right? So I don't think they really regret doing that, and I think but they recognize there's a problem in a way, because people are complaining that some of these are just too lopsided in whole unbalanced kind of thing, and I don't know. I don't really hope that they will do the same to team up. Otherwise, then I'll be like I say, compelled to just unlocking team up for the sake of that extra percentage, whether I enjoy the team up or not. That's another thing, right? I may not even enjoy the team up, but I just have to get it because because I need that kind of stat, right? So I think in a way it's okay to make team up synergy so that the team up becomes stronger. I don't have problem with that, and if team up are being buffed by team up synergy, I think it's sort of fine. But they're also talking about unlimited kind of like a synergy. Now, unlimited synergy is always a little bit of double-edged sword, because what if your team up becomes so powerful that you can't really live without it? You have to unlock everything so that to get the maximum of the team up, the synergy, right? So that is also another thing that sometimes I've been thinking about this game. Sometimes I think they have to change the direction a little bit, not just keep trying to sell things, and make the thing more fun. There's a lot of area you can improve on team up. I can't really see what team up is doing. A lot of times the team up also die quite easily, like in Cosmic Danger Room. Sometimes it depends on hero, of course. For those heroes that have a tendency to be able to drop aggro on demand and so on and so forth, or stealth hero, then the team up of course die really fast because they take a lot of punishment, and so on and so forth. So yeah, so that's the thing that I always been wondering. What else can like team up should also trying to do what the heroes target the heroes. I think should target heroes, so assist heroes target. Put in this way. So again, these are some of the things that I think Gazillion could help on the team up to make them more. My God, my thing is like so full right now. So yeah, there are some of the things that I think Gazillion could do to help on making the team up more awesome. And then if the team up is fun, then I don't mind paying for it, but I shouldn't be compelled to unlock team up just for the sake of some stats that is useful for my gameplay or hero kind of thing. But knowing Gazillion, I think that would be the trend going forward, because making money is also important. I can understand that. So yeah, so that is the thing. And for me, I probably would unlock a few team up that I feel that they are kind of special. So I may take a look at Rescue and the what's the other one? The Sunspot, because I think Sunspot's the animation, the visual effect is really cool. But I mean, it depends on my so-called my happiness right now with the team up, because like I say, I mean, if I regret buying team up, just because they are like, I can't really see, like, can you see what Carnage is doing? I've got Carnage, I spend like 375 or 350 pay for Carnage, but can I really see what Carnage is doing? I can't really see what he's doing. So what is the point really? Although he has some pretty good gear, supposed to have some brutal as well, but I just can't. I can't relate. I mean, I spend money, but I don't even know what I'm spending money on. So yeah, I mean, so that is the part that why sometimes I do feel that yeah, something is lacking in this game. Just too messy. It's a whole mess here. On the loot, like all this loot are unnecessary clutter to the whole experience, and so yeah, I mean that is there's an old story. Been talking about that, but I think sometimes we also have to accept the fact that this is probably not a game that we've been visualizing it to be, because I think if you were I mean, my major complaint about this game, just a couple of fold, right? I mean, it's the whole experience when it comes to, like, all these things are just too cluttered. You can't really see what's happening. You can't see what the boss are doing or what the heroes are doing and so on. So these are some of the things they've been feedback a lot of time, but nothing been done really. It's getting worse all the time. And another thing is that it should actually kind of like group play is important. I can't think of any MMO that do not like capitalize on the fact that friends should play together, because they tend to stay together. I can't really play with a lot of sometimes it's just not facilitating that kind of gameplay for Marvel Heroes. It's more a solo game, so if you like to solo, it's great news. There's a lot of content except Ray that you could just solo your way through, and then sometimes solo could be even better than joining others that are different gear compared to you. Just saying. So that is one that I'll just like to briefly talk about, and the whole thing while playing Cable, this game. And the Ultron is going to be a next hero. I haven't really spent too much time reading about the Ultron. Hey, luckily I picked this up. This is actually pretty decent. So oh my god, why do I take this guy? So there has been a lot of like speculation on what Ultron is. I haven't really paid too much attention to what Ultron can do. I suppose he's going to be I think physical energy hero. I think they were toiling on the idea of whether they should make him a mental hero or not as well, because there's one power that could fit into the mental scheme. I think when I think about Ultron, it should be a mental hero. But anyhow, I mean, so I think he's going to be a physical energy hero, and I think some of you also talk about him being a summoner. I do not know whether he'll be strong as summoner or not. I mean, these days summoners are not that strong either way, except that one Doom or some of the. Yeah, I mean, Iceman is pretty cool as well. People ask me which one to unlock. So am I excited about new Ultron? Yeah, I mean, any new heroes are good in this game, as I always say. Okay, so this is the one, and this is also the one. What should I do here? Maybe I should just do a ultimate in just a bit. Let you guys see his ultimate is fantastic. Cable. So yeah, I mean, Cable is one of my favorite. Let's say that. And I'm playing like the vanilla kind of mode. So yeah, back to Ultron. I will be doing a wow. The ultimate actually follow what I'm doing. Back to Ultron, I will be doing a pre-order or don't bother as always, and to help you guys out a little bit. If you would like to purchase him or pre-order him, or just get excited about what he's about. So I'll do it once it is in the test center, alright? So, and wow, there's a lot of -1 here. Alright, so that is the one. I'm trying to bring him closer to the guy here. And then I can oh my god, it's like, what can I do, right? So I'm very tempted to actually assign some points on my team up, but I can't because the UI bug and it will block this video. In some sense, I do not want to restart again and lose my group. Okay, so that is on the upcoming Ultron and the heroes team up synergy, or at least they are soliciting feedback right now on. So do say your piece as well. I mean, if you feel strongly about the whole team up synergy, head to the forum and sort of like express your opinion. Your opinion always counts in that forum, all right? So I think that is very much what I'd like to say about what's upcoming and so on. So back to the Q&A thing. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm never really quite comfortable talking about myself because I don't think my life is that interesting. But I'm actually born in Hong Kong, so some of you may or may not know Hong Kong is actually a British colony up until '97. So it has a rich history background as a port and as a city by the sea, and being a colony and so on and so forth. So. I come from a very humble family, so really one of the most humble family in Hong Kong. Well, probably not the most, but it's very very humble family. And interesting thing is that when you're young, you never quite bother about all these things. So long as you have a happy kind of childhood, you don't really care about whether you have money or not, and so long as you are not hungry, that's the thing that. So as a kid, I don't really have a lot of sense of am I rich or am I not? Of course, I'm aware that there are some kids that are pretty rich out there, but it never quite bothered me that way. So so I was like I was doing okay in school. Somehow I sort of like sometimes I study, sometimes I don't. But I think at some point in my life, there's a changing kind of like turning point, as in like so it was. Well, we call it O-level. I don't know whether you guys can relate in America or not, but I think those who in Europe probably can understand. So it was the O-level, just one before the A-level. The A-level is before the university. So my vice principal actually asked, any of us want to apply for a scholarship to study in UK for A-level. So as someone who is from a humble family, there's really nothing to lose. What's there to lose? If I were to stay in Hong Kong, I don't know what I would become. Anyhow, so it's not a lot of life is not that easy when you don't really have a lot of money. I applied for it, and it's a miracle that I got in as well. So I ended up in UK. So before I head to UK, I was in a Catholic school, but I wasn't a Catholic. So I was asking my vice principal, I said, hey, look, I'm heading to UK and people probably can't pronounce my Chinese name. Could you help me out and just pick a English name for me? And that's how I got this name, Wilfred. And he asked me, okay, fine. He took out the Catholic name book because it's Catholic school, right? And asked me, okay, you want something rare or something common? I say, well, I think, I'm always one of the oddball, I think, in real life. So I think, pick me something that is the most rare one. So he said, okay, then how about Wilfred? So that's how the name come about, Wilfred. So yeah, so that's it's kind of a long-ish kind of talk about my story, and so that is all. And what do I do in real life right now? I've been doing management consultant for quite some time. Doing a lot of traveling, different parts of the world, and that's why I always like to enjoy this game because I got to interact with people from Europe, people from America, people from just all walks of. Philippines. Just now, someone from the Philippines just joined my super group, and from Bangladesh as well. It's amazing. If you think about this game, it's an amazing place for you to really. Play with or interact with people all around the world. There's so much to learn from people around you. So that is something that so that's something I really enjoy about this game. It's just the whole global thingy. And I've been doing a lot of traveling in the beginning, but at the end I decided to take it easy and it's not really good for family and friends when you keep on traveling as a management consultant. I don't know how many of you can relate. So I ended up just joining a bank instead. Now bank job is not that glamorous or at least not the stuff I'm doing or exciting, but it is it is kind of like, I get to stay in Singapore, so, be with my family and friends. So I think that is sometime in life you have to see a balance somehow. It's just one of those things that you decide, and and you just manage your decision as you progress. So you make a decision early, and you just manage your decision. That's how life is. All right, so that is enough about myself, really. As for my wife right now my wife is next to me playing Black Widow, leveling Black Widow. She's 58. And I've given her a lot of encouragement to sort of hey, could you please just come back and try out, and I think Black Widow is fine. And she kind of liked the Black Widow kind of very simple rotation without having too much hotbar dancing. You still need to hop fast to something that help you to use the bike, but that's something that she's trained to use. So I'm happy that she's back. Now, how do I get her playing computer games? And that's a very good question. I think different people are all different, and interesting. I do remember last time, she. I think when you're dating, you sort of do a lot of weird stuff for your loved one. So I do a lot of weird stuff for my loved one, wife as well. But I think she was trying to play some video game as well. I remember she was playing console. I think one of the old game called Killer Instinct. I don't know whether you guys know. Was it called Killer Instinct? One of the fighting games. And but she's never really into playing games at all. So after we got together, she happily dropped the whole idea of playing games because objective achieved. But anyhow, I think she's been looking at me playing World of Warcraft for a long time, and during the Burning Crusade comes, they have a blood elf, and the blood elf is actually very pleasing to the eyes, at least from the female perspective. So she got hooked into playing World of Warcraft as a blood elf, kind of like male. And of course I picked the female because it looks so nice. So that was how she started the whole thing. And after that, World of Warcraft get a little bit stale because we spent so many years playing it. She's even more hardcore rating than I was when it comes to World of Warcraft. And so we move on to Diablo. Diablo is like, it's just a stopgap before we do something else. We try Guild War as well, Guild War 2. And after that, she just get used to the whole gaming thingy. And to get her into playing Marvel Hero wasn't easy, but thank goodness there's something called Rocket Raccoon. She just loved the raccoon thing. So I don't know, man. I think girls like animals. So if you have a girlfriend who would like to introduce to Marvel heroes, I don't know, maybe just first of all take her out to watch Guardian of the Galaxy. A bit of laughter is always good to start the icebreaker. And after that, you can actually show her that Rocket Raccoon is, hey, by the way, you can play Rocket Raccoon in this game. You even have a Groot. So I don't know, maybe it'll work. Let me know in the comment box below if it worked for your girlfriend or wife. And so for those who are still single, can always try to get one that's playing games. There's a lot of gamers these days, female gamer, seriously. And I think it's good, man. I always believe that if you play a game together, you always stay together, through thick and thin. So long as you don't argue in game and just give her the best that you have. And I think that's about it, man. I don't know why I'm talking so much about myself and my wife today. I think it's just one of those days that the world go a little bit crazy, and you feel like, oh, I'm just reminiscing on what life is and so on. So I don't know, got me thinking about my life. Apologies. In the world outside the Marvel heroes, outside my life, I think the World of Warcraft movie has been out, I think, but I think the rating has been really terrible. I don't know whether you guys have caught it or not. I wasn't really thinking about catching it until I read somewhere that there's a promotion. If you watch a movie, you get to play the game for free for 1 month, and I think they give out the game, while stock lasts, for a lot of countries, including Singapore. So with that said, I think I may end up watching that in the Capital Square. I think that's where they will give up free copies of World of Warcraft with 1 month subscription. So I think that is, just for the 1 month, it's kind of worth it, since we do play World of Warcraft as well. So I think I probably just watch it for the sake of old times sake, and with some of my old guildies and old friends. That's probably that's what I would do. World of Warcraft. And and what else is out there? The Euro Cup just started. I'm not going to talk about score and so on. No spoiler here. Some of you may do a catch up instead. And I don't know, in your part of the world, maybe you let me know. In your part of the world, how do you watch your Euro Cup? Because here in Singapore, it's extremely expensive. Extremely, it's crazy. I have to pay about 88 Singapore dollar just to watch it. Now 88 Singapore dollar is about, I don't know, man, 50, 60 US dollar just to watch 50 odd episode matches. And I think it's really crazy. I mean, we managed to find an online version because we don't really subscribe to any of those TV box in Singapore. So we don't have we have the StarHub or Singtel. We don't do that. And if you were to do it, through a temporary TV box, set-up box, just to set the thing up, will cost you another, I think close to $300 together with a subscription in order to watch TV, watch the Euro, which is 50 something, also $300, maybe about 250, 260 US dollar just to watch that. So I think it's insane the way that how Singapore does it here. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those nations that people thought we are rich, and we are also stupid because we have a lot of competition, which is not really a competition on TV. And I don't know how you guys deal with competition in your part of the world. So how we do it here in Singapore is that each of the telecommunication company or media company bid for exclusive right, or at least close to exclusive right, and then they beat each other with the highest price, and that's fine. And after that, they'll pass the cost to the consumer, and then we got to pay a lot of money just to watch Formula One or just to watch all sort of things. And it's just one of those things in life that is unfortunate, that people are just so dumb sometimes. We hurt ourselves for making money, and yeah, so that's just the thing. And I'm interested to know how your part of the world. Are you watching Euro Cup, which is football, by the way, or soccer, depending on which part of the world you're from? And and how do you watch it? Is it free? Do you have to pay a lot of money to do that? And I don't know. Let me know in the comment box below. I'll hate you for watching it for free. But no, I'm just kidding. I love you all. So that is the Euro Cup, and so with that said, I think that's about it. I mean, I'm actually quite keen on the whole tournament thing here. I want to see my score right now, and I hope I'm getting top 10% just by playing a couple of hours a day, because the top 10% will give you 50 more slice kick. I already purchased a stash, and I will also get something else like another birthday cake, because I do value I do value the extra free legendary, grade 80 legendary, more for my testing, because I know there's only that many good ones that I'll be delighted about. Which I think there has been a lot of discussion in this channel about why some of these are not as good. I mean, if you have it for free, you can always equip it and see whether I'm right or not, to see whether they are good or not. Because but do it on the high health dummy, because a lot of this kind of thing is about maybe you're talking about 2 to 7% difference, and sometimes you don't really feel it. Sometimes you crit, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you brutal, sometimes you don't. All right, so do that. And I hope you enjoy this video. It's not a lot of stuff, and do send in all the requests and so on. No, not this one. I think it's the event. Yeah, do send me I'm only top 30%. I need to play harder. Yeah, do send me all this stuff that you want to ask me of, and here in YouTube as well. I will try to answer it, or I will just put in another Q&A video. More happy to answer for you guys. And enjoy anniversary event. I think it's still a long way to go. Don't get too stressed up about birthday cake. I've eaten one, and I think I've still another 1 or 2 more to go. So I'm pretty happy about this whole event. Except all these little tiny bugs that have been bugging me. And that's my Carnage. Look at him, man. Isn't he adorable? Really? Oh my god. I mean, he should be a playable hero, man. Guys, #Carnage for heroes. Alright, so see you next time. Goodbye.